Coach, thanks so much for joining us on the call today, pinch hitting for Coach Mars. If we could begin just by getting an opening statement from you, maybe your thoughts on the win against Tulsa, and then your thoughts on the upcoming matchup against UCF before we throw it to questions.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a big win for our program. Getting to 6-2 for the first time since 1984, and 5-0 start at home for the first time since 1982. Were two huge accomplishments for our program, and we just felt like the other night, we played good enough to win. We didn't play our best game by far on offense, and I know our defense early on in the game kind of felt the same way. Our defense came out and played really well in the second half, allowed us offensively to get some things rolling and to put some points on the board, give us a chance to win in the end. But our kids, it was a big topic of the week to overcome this obstacle, and I know our kids were ready, but they were, it was a lot of pressure on them, and they, it showed early in the game. Felt like they did a really good job towards the end of just settling down and just going and playing, and we found a way to win at the end, which is huge. In the past couple of years, we would have found a way to probably lose that game, and it's a huge accomplishment for our team to be able to overcome that and go ahead and win the football game. So it was a really big win for us at home. We got another big one this week. UCF is a really good football team. Been breaking them down all morning and yesterday, and man, they're very athletic, very twitchy and run around, and they don't take many plays off on defense. I know that, and just watching a little bit of their offense before we played Cincinnati, they're really explosive. Got a lot of players all over the field that can make plays, and so we got a big challenge for us at home, but we're looking forward to it to get a top ranked team in here in our home stadium, and should be a good crowd for homecoming. So we're excited about that.
We'll take questions now for SMU offensive coordinator Joe Craddock. Hit *1 on your telephone keypad to join the queue, and then the operator will introduce you.
And we'll now take our first question from Adam Grossbard with Dallas Morning News.
Hey, Joe, you feeling any better than Friday?
I feel a lot better, Adam.
Glad. So Braden had a big game against Tulsa with a 75-yard touchdown run and a kick return. He's been behind Xavier and came on for a lot of the season in terms of carries. Do you think the big game could help get him more involved in the offense going forward?
Yeah, we could. The other night it felt like we never could get in a rhythm, and we were trying some things, and we were going to get Braden some more carries. He lost a little bit of his confidence, we felt like, on kickoff return when he dropped the two returns, and he was kind of emotionally and psychologically just in a wreck. So we got to find a way to settle him down and get him going. But wasn't a bigger play in the game than his 75-yard touchdown run, and to get us a spark and get us going. So we felt really good about when he finally got going, but then he got a couple drops on the kickoff return, so we didn't get him many more touches after that.
And do you have an update on Nick Nator and what his status is for Saturday?
Yeah, I'll probably let Coach Morris release that tomorrow, but he's going to be out this week. So we're not looking forward to not having him. He's going to be a big loss for us this week for sure. We were skeptical about getting him back healthy this week, but it looks like he's not going to be ready to go.
Thanks, Joe.
And we'll now take our next question from Shannon Green with the Orlando Sentinel.
Good morning, Joe. How are you doing?
Good morning. Good.
So the program at SMU has been building up and getting better every year. Obviously, you guys are hitting a peak, bowl game eligible. What are you guys telling your kids in a week like this where it's homecoming, it's a big game, you're going up against an undefeated team, could really catapult yourself in the national eye? What are you telling your kids this week?
Well, we just take one game at a time, and really every game, whether we're playing UCF or the Green Bay Packers, it's really all about us. We really try to focus on ourselves and really get ourselves better. If we feel like we play our best should be good enough, and that's what we're really focused on. Is just trying to get ourselves better every single day, and if we get ourselves better every single day, and we really prepare hard, that we feel like we'll have a chance to win. So, like I said in my opening statement, it's a big challenge for us. UCF has really good players all over the field. They've done a heck of a job in recruiting. They do a heck of a job coaching them up. So it's a huge challenge for us. But again, like I said, we're going to be really focused on ourselves and trying to play our best brand of football that we can play. And if our best is good enough, then great, we'll celebrate it. But if we give our best and our best wasn't good enough, then hey, at least we went out swinging. And that's what we're focused on. We're always focused on SMU and trying to get ourselves better every single day.
When you look at UCF defense on film, what's most concerning to you? Is it the D-line, the linebackers, the secondary? Which part of it is most concerning?
By far, I mean, their whole team is really good, but by far their defensive line is, to me, an SEC-type caliber defensive line. They got some really good players up front. They got a lot of size. They move around. It's not like they're just slugs in there. They got a lot of size, and they move, and they're quick. They're twitchy. Very athletic, but their D-line definitely is, I feel like, is their best part of their team. Not putting shade on any other part of their defense, but their D-line definitely causes a lot of havoc inside, and it's going to present a huge challenge for our offensive line this week.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
And we'll now take our next question from Trace Tricklow with Nightline.
Hey, Coach, how does SMU go about slowing down a team capable of putting up 73 points as they did Saturday?
Well, we got, like I said, we're going to have to focus on ourselves, and we're going to have to eliminate a lot of the mistakes we've been making. I know Coach Morris, if he was here, he would say the same thing. We've got to play better offensively than we have the past 2 weeks. That's one thing I'm really going to stress to our offense is that we're going to have to outscore them. I don't know if you're really going to slow them down a whole lot. Because they are so talented and they are very good, and they score 70 points a game, like you said. I think they're averaging 51 points a game, if I'm not mistaken. And so we're going to have to play our best brand of football on offense and see if we can outscore them. We feel like our offense is the best part of our team. So like I said, we got a tough challenge against their defense, but we're going to have to try to outscore them on every possession and see what happens in the end.
Thank you.
And we'll now take our next question from Billy Embody with 24/7 Sports.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on the win Friday night. Was wondering, after seeing Sutton, Prochet, and Quinn all go off, is that the type of encouraging performance you need to see from them heading into a big game like this?
Yeah, absolutely, Billy. We got to, those guys got to continue to play hard, continue to do the things they're doing, preparing each week and being ready. We're going to have to throw some things on them this week to a couple of wrinkles that we're going to have to do to try to help us out down the field. So they're going to have to really prepare, really study hard, and be ready to go. Obviously, we feel like, that's the strength of our offense. And so those guys are going to have to be ready. Ben's going to have to ice his arm down a little bit. But we're also going to have to be able to run the football, too. We can't drop back and throw it 70 times this game. And we're going to have to run the football. And we got three good running backs, like and we're going to have to try to find a way to get those guys loose in the run game to take advantage of some of the things they do defensively. So, it's encouraging, but we can't just rely on their pass game to get us through games. We're going to have to run the football, and I thought we did a really good job of that last week of staying patient and continuing to stay balanced. And after the end of the game, that's one thing I was kind of proud about, was that we did stay balanced, that we didn't panic and start throwing the ball every play. We stuck to our plan, and we were able to run the ball efficiently and still throw it as well.
And then what'd you think about Hayden Howardson at left guard getting that start?
Yeah, I thought Hayden did really well. He's got to improve. I mean, he's still a true freshman. He's got to improve on some things, but one thing you're going to get out of him is you're going to get his very best. He's going to give you everything he's got, and he's going to finish empty, like we talk about all the time. He's going to finish empty, and he's going to play extremely hard. And and I thought he did a really nice job.
Thanks.
Coach, we thank you for joining us today and for pinch hitting for Coach Morris. Appreciate you filling in, and best of luck to you this weekend and through the rest of the way. Best luck and best health.
Absolutely, I appreciate it.
All right.